Hello, everybody. I am back for my review, uh, my my next review. Because as I stated, there's gonna be a lot of reviews on this channel coming up. I just did Doolittle earlier today, and now I'm gonna be doing Songbird. Songbird is the first mainstream COVID-19 film, produced by Michael Bay and his production company Platinum Dunes, and it tells the story of immunes and non-immunes. It's set a little bit in the future. Now it's COVID-23 as the film depicts it. And this it follows this relationship between a boyfriend and a girlfriend. One's immune, one's we'll see. And the girlfriend's mother or grandmother falls ill within the world that they're in. Um, if someone falls sick, they and other people within the house have to be taken elsewhere to this particular zone. And of course, his boyfriend doesn't want that for her girlfriend, so then he tries to find a way to get her out of the situation while immense trying to get through this pandemic, of course. So this is spawned a lot of controversy, and I am not surprised. I mean, the thing about moving forward with addressing this subject for film, you are going to be having controversy surrounding it regardless. No matter how great it is or how terrible it is, there's always going to be controversy surrounding it because we are all in on it. I mean, it's not like a select few people know about this particular situation. We are all in on it. So we know how this works. So the depiction of it is going to be controversial regardless. Um, so and that's mainly what the controversy is about, from my understanding of it, is that the depiction of it seems a little sappy, it seems a little cheap, and well, they're not wrong. um, so Songbird, when I first walked into it, I've heard nothing but terrible things about it. The trailer did not look great at all. My friend and I literally were analyzing the trailer and we were just bashing on it. So going into this, I was a little bit concerned, especially the first sign of worry was the price tag, which was $20, which already signaled red flags. I was like, okay, why is this $20? Hopefully it's worth the $20. And I will say this, it's not terrible, but it is not great. I will address the positives first with the film. There are actually a few things that I actually surprisingly liked. The first thing that I have to say, surprisingly enough, is the two leads. I think the two leads have good chemistry. The boyfriend and the girlfriend, I think they actually have good chemistry. And they actually sell the writing enough to get you through it. And in general, with the premise itself, it's the best word that I can use for the film is tolerable. Because throughout the entire film, there's a lot of issues with it, and I will get to it very soon. But the whole feeling and atmosphere of it, it's a tolerable atmosphere, premise, and tone. It's tolerable all around. Um, the other positive that I have for it is that the world building itself is fair. I think that they present some interesting ideas of what the future of said virus looks like and what type of ideas and safety protocols could be initiated. It's I think that they're actually kind of realistic in some regards, and I think that they presented some interesting ideas. Um, so I think that that's also an interesting thing to address. But beyond that, yeah, there's a lot of issues with this movie. Um, where do I start? Because I have a whole list of them. I'm gonna first address the first thing that caught my eye, which was the VFX are terrible. The visual effects on this thing are just terrible. I remember watching the trailer and I was hoping that they would improve upon that. No, it's literally the same thing in the trailer. It's terrible. The visual effects look so bad, and it's very apparent that they're visual effects. There's at one point where the boyfriend looks out a window and they see these like military boats, navy boats on the ocean. It looks so fake, like so fake. Um, so that was the first thing that I noticed, which was fairly bad. The other thing I noticed was that the editing was super choppy. It has the Bay-isms all over this thing, from its editing to its writing. It's very much a Bay film, down to the camera work as well. It is as bad as a Bay film. Always shaky cam, always like moving the camera around like this. We can never have a straight focus or a straight frame. We always have to have it like curved like this. Um, and just get rid of shaky cam. Okay, I've seen it one too many times. It never benefits a film every time I watch it. It just get rid of it, or use it very very minor, because especially in this film, every time like it's just like this the entire time. Um, I don't know why that technique's ever presented it. I don't get how that makes it feel real or authentic. It does not. It very, very rarely you should use shaky cam. Very, very rarely. Not throughout your entire film like this film does. Um, so laying out the groundwork that, yeah, it pretty much is a Bay film, you could pretty much spell out the rest of the issues pretty accurately. I think you would know by now what the other negatives would probably be. I mean, the editing and the writing is generic. It's extremely generic, and it is over dramatic. I mean, there are many points in the film that are completely over dramatic, particularly with its score. Like the score has this, like it just rises up and then falls down, and it's very generic. The direction in general is pretty weak, and like I said, the writing's pretty generic all around. But there's two things that made me just go, wow, those are actually fairly bad. Um, the first thing is the supporting cast is not good. Demi Moore is clearly the weak link of the film. She is terrible. I'm sorry, she is bad in the film. Like the first moment that she popped up on screen, I was like, please tell me that you adjust. No, she is bad throughout the entire film. Um, Sorry to say that, but she's by far the worst thing of the film. Um, Peter Stormare, who plays like the villain of the role, he is so laughable. He is hamming it up so much, and I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure he's aware of it. But man, it's just laughable. It's so bad. Peter Walter Hazer, who just came off of doing Richard Jewell, which I haven't seen, but I heard he was actually fairly good in. I don't know what accent or voice that he's doing, but man, that thing is distracting. It's like this very like downward. It sounds very dopey, and it just completely distracted me every time I watched him, and I couldn't stop laughing. And Bradley Whitefold is literally sleepwalking through this. Like every time he pops up on screen, he looks so bored being around Demi Moore all the time. Um, just in general, the whole supporting cast is just not good. Even Alexandra Daddario, she's not even that good in the film as well. But one of the things that just made me go, holy shit, was there are some clear visual issues with the film, not just the VFX. I time coded it. If you watch the film on, because you have to watch it through like a VOD. If you watch it at all, I dare you to pause on 30:27, on the 30-minute to 27-second mark. Watch the left side of the screen. Maybe I don't know if it's just from me, but you guys let me know. There is a mouse, like not like the critter, like a creature mouse, but like you know how your computer, like when you like move your mouse too quickly, it's literally happening on the side of the screen. There is a computer mouse that is going up and down the screen, and I literally paused it 5 times. I was like, no, that has to be my screen, right? No, it's in the cut. It's clearly in the cut. And how do you miss that? Like seriously, how do you miss that? That is a clear visual problem. And I'm not saying that's like super minor. It's there for like a clear few seconds. It's like right here. Like right here on the screen, you could literally see the mouse like flickering like this. Dude, how does no one notice that? So that was bad. That's the one moment where I just went, wow, there's some clear issues. Just wow. Um, and obviously the bigger victim of them all is the price tag. This is not worth $20. Okay, not worth $20. This is a 4K as well for Songbird. I don't know why would you want to watch it in 4K, but yeah, yeah, Songbird's not good. It's not as bad as people are making it out, though. I mean, a lot of people are trashing this film. I will say this though: while it is badly helmed in most ways imaginable, from its generic writing to its very choppy editing to its really bad visual effects and its pretty bad supporting cast and some really damn clear visual issues. With all that, it's still tolerable. I mean, it's still tolerable enough because there are some fair leads that do sell this generic writing enough for a viewer to get through. And I was fairly entertained with that element being in there, and of course, and also with the world building as well. I thought was fair enough as well. However, I will say this: it will be an incredibly awkward viewing experience, as we are all familiar with the subject. So, depending on your sensitivity towards the subject of COVID-19, obviously, it will very much affect your viewing. I'm pretty sure that's also what's contributing to the controversy a lot. So, if you are very, very sensitive about the COVID-19 pandemic, or if you've been affected by COVID-19, I'm not sure if you would want to watch this film because it is very, very melodramatic. It is not looking for seriousness. It's very much a generic thriller. I don't know if you want to watch this film in particular, but that all depends on you, obviously. You do what you want with your $20. As again, I don't recommend spending $20 on this, but for myself, I found it tolerable enough to get through, but still doesn't make it anything good, especially when it's worth $20. That is what kills me, that they're putting a $20 price tag on this. It is not worth $20. Wait for it to drop to, like, I would say like $4 at best. But the word for it is tolerable. It's tolerable, tolerable. I just literally couldn't say the word. It's tolerable enough. It's fair, but it has a lot of issues that I just couldn't ignore. Especially that visual issue. That just blew my mind. Again, time code 30 minutes and 27 seconds. Look to the left side of your screen. I'm telling you, if there's a mouse that's going up and down, let me know, because maybe that's just my particular cut or what I saw, but I saw that mouse. You guys let me know if you saw it too, because that just blew my mind that was in the final cut and that nobody noticed it, because it's clear. It's so clear. Um, but yeah, in the end of the day, it's tolerable. It's fair. It's nothing that's gonna really, really piss you off, unless, again, in terms of your sensitivity towards the subject. Um, but it has fair, good intentions with it. It's not looking to be divisive. It's not looking um, to uh, to instill certain messages. It's here to clearly make a good message. It's just wrapped around under the confines of a very, very generic thriller that fortunately does have some decent qualities to it that make it from a terrible viewing to a tolerable viewing, because that's really the word for it. Tolerable and fair enough, but definitely not worth $20. Save your money. Wait for it to be like $4 or something, because $20, no way. $4, hell, even free, I'd recommend it at that point.